Hi and welcome to another gaming video, and in today's video I'm going to be taking a look at this. This is a Wii Mini, and not many people know about the Wii Mini, but before we get into this particular model of console, I'm just going to give you a bit of a history of the Wii. So the Wii was a phenomenal sales machine for Nintendo. It was released in 2006 and was the successor to the GameCube, and by all accounts not much more powerful. In comparison to the PS3 and the Xbox 360, which was its generation counterparts, the Wii was seriously underpowered. I mean, if we look at the CPUs alone, both the PS3 and the Xbox 360 had 3.2 GHz PowerPC processors, and the Wii is sitting there with a 729 MHz PowerPC processor. So just on that alone, you can see how underpowered the Wii was compared to other consoles. It was also the generation that went HD. The PS3 and the Xbox 360 introduced the world to HDMI connection, 720p graphics, but the Wii was still sitting there at no HDMI and 480p graphics. But it was the motion controls and the ease of use that really drew people into it. It was a unique way of playing, and it got people interested in gaming that just weren't interested in gaming. It really brought family and friends together. It was a very family-friendly system. Older people could join in. They could play bowling and games that were more like your tennis and your bowling and your baseball, and those that had never grabbed a games controller before, it was a fantastic experience. It's such a smart move for Nintendo to bring out this. It's a controller. You could play regular games with it, but it relied on motion, and it got people who just weren't interested in gaming into it. The Wii had some excellent games. Yes, it was a very family-friendly console, but it did dip its toe into the more mature side of it. So you got things like Mario Kart Wii, Mario games, but you did have more advanced games, more mature games for the sort of hardcore gamer. You had Call of Duty's, Resident Evil, Manhunt, Assassin's Creed, Mortal Kombat. But yes, the majority of the games on the Wii were family friendly. So the original Wii was backward compatible with the GameCube. You could plug in a GameCube controller in the side, you could plug in a memory card, and you could put in a physical GameCube disc and play it that way. But this backward compatibility was removed with a later revision of the Wii. I think it was called the Family Edition. So if you've got a Wii in front of you and it's got no pull-down flap for the GameCube ports, then it's not GameCube compatible. But today I want to talk about this. This is a little-known revision, and it's called the Wii Mini. Not actually sure why it's called the Wii Mini, because it's not that much smaller than a Wii, but it looks different, and there are quite a few differences. So it's a massive redesign from the Wii. And it was released very late in the Wii life. It was sort of end of 2012, beginning of 2013, and it was aimed at, I think, just grabbing those last Nintendo Wii holdouts that hadn't bought into the Wii sort of ecosystem, and that's what it's aimed for. It was released at £99. Sometimes it came with a copy of Mario Kart Wii, and it was a great way to end the Wii. It came with matching red Wiimotes and a red nunchuck. But the Wii Mini did differ in some ways to the original Wii. So firstly, it couldn't play GameCube games, and it has got no ports for GameCube controllers, although this was already removed from the family edition of the standard Wii. But the Wii Mini also has no internet connection, so this has got no way of connecting to online, which might seem a bit odd, but in 2014 Nintendo shut off most of the Wii servers anyway. So if you've got a Wii nowadays, it's not really going to connect to the internet. And I think that they knew the way that the Wii was going, that they intended on turning off the servers. So to not include it, I don't really see that as a big issue. One thing that really is a little bit of an oddity is that it's got no SD card for extra storage. There's no slot for it or anything. So the original Wii, if that's the front of the Wii, had a little flap you could put an SD card in. It allowed you to download stuff, although you can't download stuff anyway on this, and all your save games would go on it. There isn't one for the Wii Mini. That does make it a little bit more difficult to homebrew, because to homebrew a standard Wii, you do it on the SD card. You can do it on a Wii Mini, but it's a little bit more complicated. It's got to be done via Bluetooth, and you're limited with just the internal storage that is on the Wii Mini. So one major difference of the Wii Mini over the regular Wii is that they have no slot loading disc drive. It is a top loader. So you put your Wii disc in there. I quite like that. Slot drives are great. I mean, they look cool. There also is no blue LED that you had on the original Wii. I like the top loading discs. I mean, they're so much easier to access and clean, and give the laser a bit of a clean, and you can't get a disc stuck in it. So it's 2024 and the Wii is all but dead. And unless you're a big fan of Nintendo, the Wii Mini really is largely unknown for most people. But I like it, and I've wanted one for quite some time. The lack of GameCube support is my only sort of big annoyance. If that could play GameCube games, it would make it an absolutely phenomenal Wii console. But it is a cool console to own. And for someone who wants to just play a few Wii games in this post-internet Wii age, the Wii Mini is absolutely superb. So that's the Wii Mini. It is a cool, niche, quirky addition to the Wii family that not many people know about. My wife didn't, my gamer son didn't, I did, and I wanted one for a very long time, but I haven't seen them floating around. They're not that popular. I'm not even a big fan of the Wii in general, but I just wanted a Wii Mini. So I'm off to play a bit of FIFA on the Wii Mini, because I have a copy of FIFA for every console. Maybe I'll try out some Mario Kart Wii, maybe some Mario Bros, whatever is available on the Wii. I'll be playing with this lovely red Wiimote. This is the one with the Motion Plus built in, and my little red nunchuck. And there you go. So that is just the Wii Mini, a fantastic console that just not many people know about. Link, like, subscribe, enjoy.